Hi guys, this is Carol. How are ya? My grandkids are here. Say hi.
Hi.
And we are playing a game called Apples to Apples, the Disney version. And let's rate this game from 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible and 10 being the best game ever. Rhett, what are you going to rate it?
1,000.
Taylor, what are you going to say?
A solid 8.
A solid 8. Okay. I'm going to say an 8. What you do is you have a set of green cards and you have a set of red cards.
Oh.
And then Red's got his set up here on the table. What you do is each person gets 5 red cards. And then you choose one person to be judge. They get to turn over a green card, and there's 2 words on it. They get to decide which word they want to use. Do I want to use this one or this one? I'm going to say this one. Okay, the kids, the word is fast. And what they're going to do is they are going to put a card out here in the middle that they think relates to the word fast. And then I'm going to mix them up so I don't know, because we're not choosing it by person. We're choosing it by card. And I'm going to look at both of them because I'm the judge.
Show them it.
What did I say the word was?
Fast.
Oh, fast. Okay, this is what, oh, this is a hard one, kids. This is a hard one. You both should win, but I have to choose one. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one to choose. I'm going to choose this one. Who chose flying?
Me.
Okay. Taylor gets the green card. The first person... Yes, the stampede was fast too, but I'm the judge. I get to pick. Taylor gets the green card. The first person to collect 4 green cards wins. Now, I was the judge this time. This round, Rhett's going to be the judge. And that's how you play the game. You take everybody takes turns being the judge, and you win when you get 4 cards. And we think this is pretty fun. There's all kinds of versions of Apples to Apples, but I like this one. Okay, I'll be right back. Hi guys, this is Molly. Obviously my grandkids are back with me. They did the little video about us playing cards. That was a fun game. I didn't explain it very well. Everybody gets 5 cards. You choose somebody to be judge, and they don't play the first round. They turn over the green card. Choose one of the 2 words and say, put down your card that best describes this word. And then the people who are playing put their card face down in the middle. You shake them up a little bit. And then the judge picks them both up, picks all of them up, looks at them, and picks whichever one the judge thinks best goes along with the word. And then whoever played that card gets the green card. To win, you have to collect 4 green cards. And then those 2 cards, well, it was 3 of us playing, so it was like 2. The cards that were put in the middle to describe the word, they go in the discard pile, and you get another card so that you always have 5. And then you go clockwise. If today Taylor was judged, then I was judged, then Rhett was judged, then Taylor was judged. It just goes around and around, so everybody has a turn. We had so much fun playing that. Tomorrow, we're going to play phase 10. So, if I remember, I'll do a little video of us doing that. And we colored today in like adult coloring books. Taylor and I did, and I don't know, we just had a good time. We got pizza for lunch, just kind of celebrate the beginning of summer. And Pizza Hut has this new pizza called All the Way to the Edge or something like that. It doesn't have a crust around them. It doesn't have a lip, a crust around the outer edge. It's just flat, and the toppings go all the way to the edge. Well, my grandkids don't eat that big chunk of dough on their outside edge. So we thought, well, that'd be a good idea because then you're not wasting that part. The kids ate it. I mean, we all ate it, but Casey and I did not particularly like it. The crust was extremely thin. The sauce, I'm the one that ordered it online, and on sauce, your only choice was sweet marinara sauce. Well, it was too sweet for us. And then there were different toppings you could choose, but they were pretty scarce. I mean, it wasn't as thick on there as I would have expected. We were very disappointed for $12.99. But the kids liked it. They ate it really well. And we had a little celebration started the beginning of summer at Grandma's. It was hot today. The only time I checked, it was 95. Casey said it got over 100, but I'm not sure what exact temperature was for today. But it's been pretty warm. And so we stayed in the house pretty much all day. I told them if they're good, we can have a water gun fight on Friday. They have to be calm children. They can get so loud and so noisy. And sometimes they just bicker. But they're good kids. They really are good kids. And what else is going on? Oh, I learned about something 2 days ago that made me extremely sad. And so that's why Social Security is in the title of this video. This is going to be a little thing about Social Security, living on Social Security. From the time my kids grew up until, recently, people have always told me, what you need is a roommate to split the cost of the apartment and the utilities. You need a roommate. Make life so much easier. Well, I don't want a roommate. I have some health problems that occur any time of the day or night, and it would be miserable for me if somebody else lived here and maybe they had company over, or I had to be quiet because somebody else lives here. My health problems, I don't want to have my health problems around other people. And then one of my problems is asthma. If they liked candles or incense or anything smelly, that would just close my lungs up. I'm really picky about what kind of things are used in the apartment because smells can close my lungs up. And I have 2 dogs. They would have to tolerate my dogs, and then they couldn't have any pets because there's a limit of 2. They'd have to tolerate my grandkids because they're going to be with me a lot. I just don't want to have a roommate. And several people have suggested that Casey be my roommate. Well, that would not be the end of the world. We would have a good time because we're together a lot anyway. Casey is on disability. She has a part-time job, but she's on disability. And she has her own apartment only because she gets HUD assistance. Now, if she had a roommate, HUD would count their income and her income, and they wouldn't qualify for HUD anymore. So they would have to pay the full amount, and Casey simply cannot. Typical low-income rent even is more than she gets a month in a Social Security disability. So that is just not, she got HUD, thank God, and she has to keep it. She can't do anything to mess that up. So she can't be my roommate because she would lose her HUD. Which, I might kill over dead tomorrow. She wouldn't have her HUD. She couldn't afford to pay the rent to live here. What would happen to Casey? That's why Casey and I are not roommates, because I'm going to kill over dead one of these days and leave her holding the bag. And that's sort of what I'm going to tell you about is. I have a friend that lives in a low-income apartment complex like me, and she's had a roommate for quite a few years. And now the roommate is no longer going to be there. Well, Toby, in low-income apartments where I live, this is how it goes. There are 3 tiers. If you make, it goes by income, and there's a limit for you to be considered low income. If you make close to that, you pay this amount of rent. If you're kind of in the middle, you pay this. And if you're really low income, you pay this much. So there's 3 amounts. And in each building, there's so many apartments that can be charged the lower rent, so many that can be charged the middle rent, and so many that can be charged the higher rent. So this lady was paying the higher rent because there were 2 of them, and they had to count both their incomes, you know. She went to the office and said, so-and-so's moving out. It'll just be me, so I need to move to the lower tier so I can afford to pay the rent. I told her, no, you signed this lease at the 3rd tier. That's what you got. So she's in a world of hurt. I mean, she cannot pay that much rent. And so that is my message today. If you're low income, or if you're living on Social Security, or if you're a kid just out of high school or whatever, and everybody's saying to you, get a roommate, that'll fix everything. Just think about what happens when that roommate leaves, because as in the case of my friend, they're both senior citizens. You know, one of them could die. One of them could need to go to a nursing home. One could want to move closer to their grandkids. There's all kinds of, somebody may want to go to assisted living. There's all kinds of reasons why you would lose a roommate. And then it's devastating. So when you're planning on retiring and you're trying to figure out how you're going to make it, because people I know don't have a lot of Social Security income. I hear some people have up to $1,500. I don't know anybody that has that much, but I mean, that's a lot. We would all be super happy to have that much. But if you are going to be living only on Social Security, figure out where you can live that you can afford it without counting on somebody else to pay half. Because even if you do want a roommate, you know, Golden Girls looks like a lot of fun. If you do want to have a roommate, then wonderful. But don't ever count on them paying half the rent. I mean, they're going to, you know, if you had a roommate, they would pay half the rent, but don't count on it, because someday they're going to leave. And then you're going to be holding the bag with the full amount of rent to pay. So that's just my caution for today. Several people have told me I'm monetized now, and so YouTube puts in ads, and the way they fit, I don't know what the algorithm is, but the number of people that view your videos counts. If they view all of it, counts. If they give you a thumbs up, count. If they leave you a comment, it counts. If they share, it counts. I've asked several times for y'all to give me a thumbs up. I really don't want to. I don't want to ask you to share, ask you to watch the whole thing, ask you to watch commercials, ask you to give me a thumbs up. I want you to come and enjoy yourselves, visit with me like you and I were just sitting on my porch swing chit-chatting. That's what I want. But if you could give me a thumbs up, that makes me feel good, because it makes me feel like you must like coming to visit me. But anyway, because the few Social Security videos I have gotten a lot of hits, when normally I don't get a lot of hits. Several subs have written to me and said, you need to make more Social Security videos, because that's going to really help you money-wise. Well, the truth is, I've already told you everything I know about living on Social Security. I am not, I don't know that much about it. I've just told you my experiences. That's all I've got. And I'm not going to be one of those people that put Social Security or senior citizen in the title of everything they do, whether the video's about pertains to information or advice on Social Security or not. I don't want to do that. I don't need hits that bad. But anytime I do put Social Security in the description or title or whatever, I want to be able to offer you some information. And that's my information today. Everybody is going to tell you, get a roommate. Your living expenses will be cut in half. You'll have a much easier time. That's true until that person leaves, or until you have to leave and leave that person holding the bag, because roommates aren't forever. That's just the truth. Nothing's forever, and that's why I've never chosen to have a roommate, even when I was healthy, because I have seen it too many times, way too many times, when people move in together to split the rent, thinking that's the answer to all their troubles. And then one of them, maybe gets a job transfer, maybe gets married, maybe for whatever reason moves. It never is good for the person left behind paying the whole rent then, when they could only afford half. So that's my Social Security tidbit for today. All right, guys. I hope you're having a great day. If it's hot there, I hope your air conditioner's working well. I constantly think about the pioneers that came to the Texas Panhandle, where the wind blows ferociously, where in the summer we have weather in the high 90s and 100s. How those poor people lived when they came in a covered wagon and built a dugout or something. How they managed this heat without air conditioning. I am just a wimp. I've got to have my air conditioning. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye. Oh, leave me a comment. There at the end, it cut off on me. I was telling you, please leave me a comment, because I like hearing from you. I want to hear what's going on in your life. I really care, and that's why I want you to leave me a comment. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.